And there we go. So welcome everybody to Camp Chair Crew for the Tuesday for the Monday night. I'm looking at Tuesday right here. That's why I said that. For the Monday night Camp Chair Crew that we do. And I'm really happy to announce that I'm back. It was a weird time at the fair, but you know what? We all give where we need to give when we have to do that. And it was, I committed to it last year. Be careful of the commitments that you make a year in advance. is what's behind all that. But anyway, it's over with. My fingers are finally moving again. And I'm lucky I've got an absolutely incredible chiropractor up here that, by the way, is doing the business. And boy, has he got a story for you guys. And things are moving ahead. So these, you know what? I should do a screen share here because I believe somewhere I have, let me see, somewhere here I have team recognition. Let's start off with that. Let's see if I can be smart enough to do this. Screen number one. Okay, screen number one. Boom. And I think it did it. Is it working? Can you guys see screen number one? Yep. You guys, this is literally the first time I've done this way. So you're asking, okay, who'd you sponsor today from Fairfield, California? I can't tell you because he's coming in from another company. He doesn't want anybody to know he's here and he knows it's good. One of these days, one of those people is going to find you too. And it's been pretty exciting telling him about all the awesome things here, which he's known about, but didn't want to pull the trigger. And I says, well, still, I'm announcing you tonight. He goes, just don't show my picture. Okay, all right, I'll give you that. And then Ron Cooper, you guys might remember him from Euphoria, our last company. I shouldn't even mention companies anymore, but he did really well as well. And he was looking for something when we all moved over here last July and August. And he even kind of stuck his foot in just a little bit, but nobody was really helping him. I think the sponsor he had or something, whatever that was, I really don't remember. I just know there was somebody that showed this to him that didn't do anything, and they're still not doing anything. So he called me up the other day, asked me a few questions, and I said, why didn't you just call me then? It doesn't matter who you're with over here. We help everybody. So just get started. And today he came in as leader. And I was so happy that he has found the right group of people also to be with, because it makes a huge difference who you're following. It makes a huge difference who your leadership is. And we have absolutely incredible leadership with Tina and Kelly. Yeah, they have a tendency to push our buttons every now and then, but they do that on purpose for a purpose. So one of the other things that we did this weekend, and I'm going to see if I can find this over here now. Oh, this is going to be a hoot. So I started doing this training with Marley Jacks. And it was because of the training that I did with Ray Higdon. Thank you, Randy, for making such a big deal about Randy Higdon at one time. This comes up and I'm like, wait a minute. So what's so powerful about this kid? Because to me, he's a pretty young guy. And I listened to some of his videos, and Tina and Kelly gave the corporate directors that finished a challenge a couple of weeks ago the opportunity to be part of this. They paid for us to do this training, and this guy's not cheap. And I went in there and listened to a couple of his videos to see, because I've read his book, is this something I really want them to spend their money on me to do? Oh, geez. I'm so glad they did, because he had so many things to say. In fact, I'm going to bring up a couple of them. And I do have a real good training for tonight too. I'm going to show a video for you that I think you guys are going to totally love about objections. So Ray was going on letting people know when you talk to them, let them know what you're looking for instead of trying to pitch a sales to them. We all know that now. How many of us pitch sales before? I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I would do the sales pitch. And more we're learning to tell our story, get out there, what it is, the solution that we can handle, that we can help for them. And also let people know when you're interviewing them, what it is you're looking for. We know what they want. If you've done the form with them, find out, what they want. And then you need to tell them what you're looking for. So what I look for, and this is what actually made this one person decide to move over here with us, is I'm looking for leaders. He goes, well, okay, I'm there. Someone that's a leader that's willing to lead others, get them up to that part in their journey, get them there too. And I need somebody, I'm looking for somebody that's a people person. Now, you look at this and you go, how many of us are introverts? I may not seem like it while I'm on here, but this is my passion. This is what I like to do. But when I'm home alone, I don't want to be bothered by anything. I want to do my business. I love getting out on the internet and checking in with Facebook and finding niches that way and asking people if they're open for that. I like to do. But as far as getting out in great big crowds, I'm the one sitting on the benches watching everybody else. Yes, things have changed. I didn't used to be like that. I used to be the center of it, wanted to be the center of attention, always out in the middle of the crowd, but things have changed when you get older. So anyway, I'm looking for a people person and a self-motivator, and somebody that will not only, if requested, like short little things like, hey, can you read this chapter in this book? I don't know if it's going to help you, but if you can get through that and be able to transfer that over to your team, is that something you'll do? And they say, yes. I said, well, you're the type of person that I'm looking for. Somebody that wants to be first and then do the action and then have what comes because of all that. So he was on the same page I was, of course, because I think I've had enough training from a lot of people. But Ray Higdon had a lot of really great things to say about who you're looking for. So here's another thing that happened. There were, probably 12 speakers, and some of the speakers would come back up, but this one gal, it brought everybody to tears. In fact, there were 3 speakers that literally brought people to tears. And I wish I had that page up right now that tells what her name is, but she was in prison. The town knew her as the town drunk, the alcoholic. She was 18 years old. That's why she was in prison instead of, jail. And she went through such a hard time. She had a couple kids, and she would sell their toys at points to buy drugs. And it was such a sad story. And this girl is standing up there. She looks gorgeous. She's got this nice outfit on. And I'm thinking, is she talking about herself? I mean, how can that be? And then she said, but something happened. And this happens to all of us. Something happened where she sat back, looked at her kids, and said, wait a minute. I can't be doing this. I can't. She woke up, the light bulb came on, and then she said, and I started to sell my kids' toys. And I thought, oh crap, she's going back. She said, okay, I'm not going to do this anymore. And then she's selling her kids' toys to buy into a network marketing company. That was such a good thing to hear. And for her, thank goodness for her, she actually joined one that she was able to soak in like a sponge, everything she possibly could. And she went to she never mentioned the company, so I don't really know who she's with. Even going to her Facebook page, I couldn't tell. But she went to the top of the company within 5 months. And she is a 6-figure a month income earner now. This is just a few years later, you guys. So that's like 3 years. since that happened. Very young. She's like 22, maybe 23 years old. And I looked at her and I thought, wow, if more people can hear that story, they would, and she got out of her own way. That's basically what that was all about. She got unstuck. If more people could hear stories like that, and we all have stories, you guys, all of us have incredible stories. Hers just happens to be one of the ones that hit me pretty hard. And she went from like 0 to hero in a matter of a few years. Then they bring up another one and then another one. And I know that's why they have these seminars, you guys. They bring in people that have these stories to let you guys and everybody else that was on the webinar know that you can do it too. And it was so heartwarming that we can start sharing this with you guys too. I was happy that Tina and Kelly gave us the opportunity to see all this, because mainly, you know, we see stuff with Eric Worre. We've seen stuff with Jordan Adler. Who's another one? I can see his face. He lives in California. I mean, in Oregon. I can't think of it. Todd Falcone. You know, yeah, we've seen these, and we're all saying the same thing. Something about his seminar just really struck me. So who's ever hit with objections? Nobody on here, right? Nobody. No. Oh. Everybody. So when they did the seminar on objections, the part of it on objections, this was Sunday, I said, oh man, notepad came out. I mean, even sticky notes on it, and pulling out one thing right after the other. And here's something that Ray said. Does anybody know what COI is? COI. We know what DMO is, you know, your daily mode of operation, but what is COI? Wealthy people know what COI is. And I'm sitting there going, oh crap, I don't know what that one means. Not that I haven't been there before, but I must be really poor to not know what that means right now. And I stuck myself immediately in a category. And he said, COI is the cost of inactivity. And I'm, well, duh. So they know what the cost of inactivity is. So when they wake up in the morning, 4 o'clock, whatever it is, most people that are morning people that get most done do it in the morning. Duh. So do it in the morning. A lot of people don't make things happen at night. Who knows? It's a long day. I don't know why that is, but I'm one of those morning people. I think Sarah's one of those morning people. Randy works all night, so who knows? So, hi, Sandra. Sandra's here from the Philippines. Woohoo! So, thank you for joining us here. And I know it's what, about noon over there right now. So thank you for checking in tonight with us, or today. So the cost of inactivity can be very high if you don't know what you're doing. And I don't know about you guys, but I can't afford to hire a coach, but that's what they all do. Did you know that Robbins, even Mel Robbins, yeah, Tony Robbins, Mel Robbins, all of these high income earners, they all have a coach. One of those coaches was actually at this event, and the wildest off the wall guy, man, I hope I wrote his name down here somewhere. Hank Norman, Google that guy, you guys, he's crazy, but he's so crazy good that he is Anthony Robbins' mentor, coach. and I tried to just sit here and not move, or while he's talking about how he mentors, how he coaches these guys, and I couldn't stop taking notes. So getting yourself a coach, you know, maybe, I don't know, when things get better, when the income gets better, whatever it is that has to get better, get a coach. Well, I think Tina and Kelly sending us to events like this, or even when we were sent to Eric Worre or any of those, take advantage of them. I always think, oh gosh, I've heard it all, but I'm always open for more coaching. I'm always open for another seminar to learn by. I'm always open to reading a book. So they had these, he was just talking about hire a coach and find out, you can look inside yourself and find this out. Are you enrolled in you? That was a pretty good question. Are you meant for more? I think all of you on here are meant for more. Or are you stuck where you are? And this all comes right back to you believing. You guys, we've talked about belief all the time. That's a huge mindset transition. But one of the things that kept coming back was the objections that we're hit with. We're always hit with objections. And many people don't know how to overcome those. Well, there was this one gal on there named Mandy Jax, Jaxx, Marley Jax. And I went ahead, she was so good. I went ahead and signed up for her coaching. Yeah, sure. You guys, it's no big deal. It's like 21 days of coaching for $47. So don't get all wigged out that, you know, it's a lot of money. But she's helping teach people how to do social media better. And that's what this, actually what this whole seminar was about, was Instagram. I mean, how many of you here want to do more sales on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube? Facebook got kind of a hands down. Wasn't that awesome? Everybody's spending money on Facebook. They're not spending money on Facebook anymore. There's a gal out there called Marley Jax that was teaching us how to do YouTube, and I just fell in love with it. So I'm going to show you a quick video here in a little bit about how she handles objections. And if you guys get this, I actually have her booklet that is downloaded with those 14 objection responses on that I will give you. You just have to text me or email me for it, okay? So anyway, one of the other gals came on there, and this is funny because I was telling Beth about this earlier this morning. I sent out a TikTok video the other day, and I knew it was wrong. It had double music on it, and one of them wasn't allowed by TikTok. So I took it down and put the other one on that had their music on it. Well, apparently I got, what do you call it? I got like told to get off of there. It was like, no, they took my video down. I don't know what that's called, but
got a strike against you.
Yeah, really. So I thought, wow, I mean, it's a simple, just 1.5, it's almost 2-minute video that is really just a thing that tells about APL Go, the 15, you guys have probably seen it, it's on my Facebook page, and it got taken down. And the gal, and I was going to think, no wonder, no worry, I'll just make something else. The gal on this thing on Saturday, on the seminar on Saturday, said, if you ever get anything taken down, make sure that you go into your messages, find out why it was, and then put in a request to have it reviewed again. Okay, I'll do that. I put in the request for it to be reviewed, and it was up within like 10 minutes. I mean, and it's a good video. It's just a promo video that I put together in Canva that any of you guys can do. So that was a good thing to know that you can do. I didn't know that. And then there were other things to put on your videos, on all the information that you guys have going out there. And I'm trying to compile this into some better notes and maybe put it on a PDF document where you'll have everything in a row. Tuesday, you're going to love this. Tuesday was there. Tuesday saw it. So Tina and Kelly gave out some extras to some people that well deserved it. And it's because other people couldn't come. And Tuesday was one of those. And I was so glad you were in my room. You were in room number 6. So, but what I'm going to do is put this, and I'm not going to try to do it. I am going to do it. Compile a PDF for you guys that shows you exactly how to put together your message for whatever social media that you're doing. And what's fun about it is everything was lined up. Who on here thinks that the shortest video, this is a serious question. I know Tuesday, you already know the answer. How many people, how do you think the best video to be put on, not so much YouTube, but Instagram, TikTok, what do you think that video should be? 30 seconds, a minute, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes?
30 seconds. Answers?
30 seconds? See, I thought it was to be a minute. It's 10 to 12 minutes, you guys. 10 to 12 minutes. And I know, I see your face, Sarah. I thought the same thing. And here's why. There's 5
Nobody has that attention span anymore.
Well, you would think so. But in the they give you the exact points to put down in the beginning of the video and what to say to keep their attention in there. And then there's a hook in the beginning, there's a hook in the middle, and there's a hook at the end with a freebie. And your freebie could be a box, you know, the box of the week, you know, whatever that is. The box, probably not beauty, that's an expensive one, but anyway, it'd be something at the end. So 10 to 12, and you have a direct message that you're putting in there. So I'm putting all these things in there. She even taught how to do video thumbnails and what stands out, your headline, creating curiosity, being specific, and how to do 365 days of content in just 2 to 4 weeks. Because every day, and you know what? Here's the thing. Every day, it's going to take work to do that. But she started out with only 300 followers. And now she's got, what, 500,000 Tuesday? And 130,000 of those bought from her in that short period of time. So wouldn't you like to have 130,000 new customers because you did a video right that went viral? Yeah. So I'm going to put that together for you guys. And I mean, it's my mission to make you guys, as many of you guys as I can, get to the next rank, even you Tuesday, get to the next rank by the end of this month. And that's not going to happen by not doing anything. And it's probably not going to happen by spending time learning about this either. But what will help is, let me see if I can do this now, you guys. I got to find that darn thing. I need to screen share and show this guy. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. This one. Okay. Let's see if I screen share to number 1 again. This is so weird, you guys. Okay. Watch what Marley Jacks has to say about objections.
You were so close to closing that sale, so close to gaining another dream client, and then they come up with that objection that leaves you stranded for words. Has that ever happened to you? I can assure you it happens to the best of us, even to the most prominent and well-versed salesmen. That's where this little technique comes in handy. It's called sleight of mouth. It's one of the most powerful persuasion tools. And if you're able to master it, you've cracked the secret to closing sales and winning arguments. By definition, sleight of mouth is a verbal reframing of those beliefs. It's a technique that allows you to have an automatic response readily available to any of the most common objections. So first, let's look at 3 of the most common objections that you might get. Number 1, it's too expensive. Ever gotten that one? Me too. Number 2, I need more time to decide. Number 3, I need to discuss it with my spouse or my business partner. Now here's the fun part. There are 14 sleight of mouth patterns to disrupt any one of these dreaded no's of the sale, which you can also use in your copywriting. So let's go through one together, and then I also have a worksheet for you that will help you master the sleight of mouth approach. So taking the first objection of I can't afford it right now and relating it to selling a top of the line video marketing service, that's what I have experience in. Let's cut through that objection with 14 patterns. Here we go. Number 1, chunk up. Are you saying that you can't afford to continue down the same path without this strategy? Number 2, chunk down. What do you think you can afford at this time that will give you the results that you've always wanted? Number
Now
3,
put these in line with what we're doing
I've seen
with
many
APL
people who
Go.
made sacrifices in order to afford it and change their businesses instantaneously. Number 4, intention. My intention is not to sell you something expensive, but to give you the best quality and productivity while working together. Number 5, redefining. It's not expensive compared to what you'll gain in a short amount of time. Number 6, consequence. If it wasn't sold at this price, we wouldn't be able to give you the quality and care that your strategy deserves. Number 7, metaphor or analogy. If every entrepreneur stopped because they couldn't afford the investment, do you think that we would have some of the biggest businesses that exist today? Number 8, change the frame size. Over time, you'll see that we were able to bring in 3 times more business for our clients than the ones who waited until they could afford it. Number 9, another outcome. The real obstacle is not the price, but whether you're ready to make the sacrifices to keep moving forward. Number 10, model of the world. Some people believe that the results trump that initial investment. Number 11, reality strategy. How do you know that it's too expensive? Compared to what? Number 12, hierarchy of criteria. Isn't it more important to focus on the investment rather than the temporary loss? Number 13, apply to self. How difficult do you think it would be to make that money back over holding off an investment that has the power to make you 3 times as much? Number 14, metaframe. Many forward-thinking businesses are investing in the service now before it becomes high in demand and unattainable. Now, this might sound like a lot of work and thinking power, and some might even be too hard of a sell than you would even actually use, but you'll be grateful that you created a counter response in advance when you face many of these different scenarios. The trick is to listen to your client, come prepared by knowing and understanding their constraints, and provide a solution.
So do you see where you can convert that over to getting people involved with APL Go? A lot of that doesn't have to do with selling the product. A lot of it, most of it, I'd say 90% of that has to do with them just signing into this incredible business. So I hope that that helped with you. I had to actually watch that a couple times because I read her script first. I'm like, oh my gosh, that makes sense with this. And then I listened to it and it totally made sense. So I have, let me see, I think I've got that script here. If I do a screen share with screen number 2, and that's screen sharing you guys, and I think I have to pull this down. Oh, I can't do that on there. So I need to move this over to screen 1. Oh, this is going to be fun, you guys. So now I need to find the thing and pull it back over here to screen 1. Oh, are we having fun now or what? So here's the VIP code manuscript. And I downloaded this onto my own computer, paid for it myself, but I downloaded it so I can send it to you guys. And it has a part up here where you list those 3 to 5 common objections that you get, and what scenarios they run into. And then she puts all 14 of those sleight of mouth patterns down here. Every single one of them that she said are here. And to help you evaluate how you keep going back to this, evaluate what is it that that person is saying and which one of these am I going to use on them. So I will be sending that out to you guys if you, oh gosh, where'd you go now? I have to find my Zoom again.
You're sharing screen 1 again.
Oh, I'm sharing screen 1. That's what I need to do is go back over here and stop screen share. There, yay, I'm back. Who told me that? Thank you. Yeah, so this being the first time that I've used these screens, it's fun because finally, you guys, I can do a overview and I can have the big screen here seeing everybody. I mean, like 100 people if I wanted to at a time and not just 15 or 20. And then over here, I've got the notes that are right down below it. And I can actually read the notes that I've made for the overview. So you guys, I've been watching Curry do that for a long time. I know there's a lot of, Tina and Kelly just started doing it. As untechy as they are, they're doing it. And my monitors are down in Las Vegas, and I literally ran across one at like a secondhand store. And my first thought was, I'll bet you this thing doesn't work. Well, all I needed was the cord that goes in the side. That was it. It was fine. So anyway, I want to leave this open now for anybody has any questions. Let me see. I'm not screen sharing here anymore, am I? No. Okay. Oops, I started the video again. We don't want that. I want to get out of there. There we go. So does anybody have any questions? I mean, I know I went through this really fast, but I do have a lot of information to compile for you guys. And I think I talked to Daniel earlier today. It's my son-in-law birthday tomorrow, and I'm supposed to make a strawberry rhubarb pie. And I went ahead and didn't go to the store, and I wound up making him a German chocolate cake. His favorite cake. But I'm distracting myself with these other little things that need to be done, and I didn't compile that guide for you guys, but I was able to put together, find that video, and get that document for you guys. I know Tuesday you probably already have it, or maybe you don't have that one. Yeah, because it was an extra thing that we could do. And you guys, I really want to be able to use YouTube right, because there's a lot of people making a lot of money on there. And all I want to do is talk about APL Go. That's all I want to do. I want to give a solution to their problems. That's all. And that's what she's doing. So why not you? Why not us? So anybody have any questions? Is there anything anybody else wants me to cover? You're all so quiet.
Sherry,
Yeah.
number 14. What did she call that?
Let me go over here.
I'm not familiar with that word. I don't know what that means. Meta something,
Meta frame.
Number 14 is,
do you know what that means, Tuesday? Do you know what that means, Sherry? Meta frame? I'm gonna have to ask the Google.
you know what? I might have to Google that myself, but metaframe. So metaframe, let me see. Evaluating the belief from the frame of an ongoing, personally oriented context. In other words, establishing a belief about the belief. Metaframe.
Okay, thank you.
A belief, like you believe this, why don't you believe, do you also believe this? Like if this is happening, this should be happening as well.
Got it. Okay.
And here's another good one. In fact, it's right on here. It says example. Look down further and I found an example.
Oh, yay.
Yay, perhaps you have the belief that beliefs are difficult to change because you have previously lacked the tools and understanding necessary to change them easily. That's an example of evaluating the belief from the frame of an ongoing, personally oriented context. In other words, establishing a belief about a belief. Number 14, I need to send this over to you right away, Sarah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so, but anyway, thank you so much for asking that question. I know I'm probably going to get a lot of questions on this, but I do believe you could probably find Marley Jacks on YouTube.
I already found her.
I know you can. And she has a lot of her videos on there right now, but she has all her videos on there. But right now she has us on a 21-day challenge, just every day putting a video out of content of who we are, why we're here, what we want out of her training. And I put it off till, oh my gosh, 3 o'clock today. I know what I want. I just thought, man, I haven't done a live Facebook in a year. And that was the challenge, that was the purpose of the challenge, was actually to get you to do a live Facebook. And have any of you guys done a live Facebook, by the way?
Absolutely.
Oh, have you, Sarah?
About what?
Anything?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I used to do them every day.
Okay, things have changed.
I'm an extrovert. It's natural for me.
If you haven't done one in a while, the things you have to click on things and make other, that wasn't like that before. Usually I just click on it and boom, it was there. And I had to fix some settings and whatnot, and I could choose this or I could choose that. And I'm already talking, and then I see this circle thing going around. So I've already said, hey, this is Sherry Denny coming to you. The part they got was from Alaska. so you got to wait till that thing stops. I didn't know. And you guys know I'm on Zoom all the time. So that could be a challenge that I could have you guys do. Do I see any wide, like in the headlight, deer headlight? What do they call that?
Piece of cake, baby, piece of cake, bring it, bring it on.
Like deer eyes and headlights. Blah, what? That could be a challenge for you guys. I know what. Let me make it easy. I'm gonna make it easy on you guys. How about, I'm gonna have to figure this out. CampChairCrew is our group, and you can go in there and you can make a post, but your post has to be a live video. Tuesday, you're in there too, right? You guys can unmute yourself. You're muted.
I'm not sure.
Well, I'll put you in there. I think you are, but
Okay.
if you guys this week, Randy, thank you so much for the giving homework thing. If you guys could go in to CampChairCrew Facebook group and do a live on, let's pick a subject. Let's pick a, how about your why? Not Tuesday. Oh no.
How about our mission?
Mission or why? Okay, either one. Your mission or why. You guys make it at least, 2 to 3 minutes. The thing that I'm trying to get you guys to do is eventually start doing these overviews. Start doing your own Zoom meetings like Randy did for me while I was gone. I'm just so grateful for that. I know any of you had done it, but Randy I just knew I could ask him and he said yes. You're such a sucker, Randy. No,
He's our go-to guy.
He so is, yeah. And he was available on Monday night. I just knew it. So I didn't have to worry about that. So you guys' assignment this week by Monday, and yeah, we all want to go in there and we all want to look at them. But if you could do a live on CampChairCrew, and even if it's 1 minute about who you are, let's get started somewhere. Okay, and then we'll be able to move this even further along to you starting to do videos in Instagram, TikTok. I know it's at my age, I'm going, oh God, I'm not going to do that. But you guys, I'm having some results. I'm having more results on TikTok than Curry is, you guys. Because I look him up. and that's surprising. Mine's just been stupid stuff. The one that got the most views so far was me putting a video up about a polar bear. 800 and some views. Now it's time to get those honed down into what our mission is, what we're doing, how we want to solve issues for people's health or finances or mindset. You guys could be doing things on mindset if you wanted to. So anyway, that's where we are, you guys. And oh my gosh, it's almost 1:45. This was fun. It's fun to be back. So you guys have a really good, if there's no questions, you guys have a really good rest of your night. Tomorrow morning, you guys, we got to get more people on those calls in the morning. Wasn't that good this morning from Kelly? That was excellent. And tomorrow afternoon, we have our, well, for me and Randy, anybody in Alaska, it's afternoon. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific is our overview, and see how many people you can get on that as well. The more people, the better. Tomorrow is closing day. So I've got some people to drop in there, and I'm pretty excited about that. And let's get this team building again, okay? All right? I'm excited for you guys. This has been fun. You guys have a great night. Let's see who's on here tonight now. Who else can I say goodnight to? Good night, Kathy. Good night,
Good night,
Marlo.
Terry.
Good night, Marlo. Good night, Beth. It's great to have Marlo here from the Philippines as well.
I
Good night, Dan.
know, yeah.
Yeah, the Philippines is on.
Yes.
All right, thank you,
welcome.
Beth. That's Beth's doing. Hi, Marlo. Oh, she's
Lee,
there.
what are we bringing Kleenex for?
I'm gonna have to put this in
Lee,
gallery view. Yeah,
what are
and
we bringing Kleenex for?
Clee's in Seattle. What?
What?
Lee, you wrote in the chat.
I did
Bring
it.
a box of clean. Oh, that was Randy
Oh,
Kiefer.
Randy, I'm sorry.
Bring a box of Kleenex for what, Randy? You don't remember what that was? That was 10 minutes ago. Randy, you're muted. He's not gonna tell.
Hello?
We're doing the TikTok, Randy.
Oh. So, okay. So,
Thank you.
all right, you guys, we're looking forward to seeing Randy's Facebook Live in our Camp Chair Crew
Got it.
story. Oh, yeah, Randy's story.
Got it.
Randy has a hell of a story. Yes, Randy has a story. We all do, but I'm telling you, yeah, now I understand what you mean by bring a box of Kleenex. I can't wait to hear yours. All right, you guys, this is going to be fun because I don't know of any other team that is doing this. And I'm just excited for you guys because we're moving forward. We are moving forward. You guys take care. Have a really good night. Thank you, Philippines, for being here. See you later, Marlo.
Guys.
Good night, y'all.
Guys,
Have a
take
good one.
care.
Good
Bye-bye.
night. Take care.